Why is Enzo Maresca's Chelsea already stumbling? A shock 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace revealed a crisis brewing in the star-packed squad. Are these hidden flaws about to spoil the Blues' title hopes? Stay with me as we unravel what's going wrong. When Enzo Maresca walked into Chelsea, everyone knew his football and philosophy would take time. He comes from the Pep Guardiola school of positional play, where build-up from the back is non-negotiable. Every movement, every pass, is designed to draw the opponent out and then exploit the space. But to execute that system, there's one crucial piece: the central center back, CCB. This isn't just a defender, it's the pivot of the back line, the player who receives under pressure, breaks opposition lines with vertical passes, and dictates Chelsea's first phase of attack. And right from pre-season, Maresca himself admitted it. Chelsea don't have a natural CCB like Colwill. Against Real Betis, he experimented with Badiashile, but the first half was a mess. Against Bournemouth, the team struggled until he reshuffled things.
Benoit is not in the left side. When we build with the Levi in the middle. It's different to the player in the middle than in the left side.
Chelsea has spent hundreds of millions on center-backs in recent years and still don't have the profile Maresca needs. Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badiashile, Axel Disasi, Aaron Anselmino, all good defenders in their own right, but none naturally suited to being the central orchestrator in a possession-heavy system. The irony is painful. After so much money spent, Chelsea are still desperate for the one player they actually need. Fast forward to the Crystal Palace match, and this issue became impossible to ignore. Against Crystal Palace, Enzo Maresca's biggest problem was laid bare for everyone to see. This wasn't a game where Chelsea were undone by a lack of effort. No, it was something deeper, something Maresca himself had been warning about even before the season properly began. You see, Palace didn't come out flying. They didn't press recklessly high up the pitch. Instead, Oliver Glasner set his team in a compact mid-block, and it was executed to perfection. Palace were tight, disciplined, and aggressive in the right moments. Every time a Chelsea player received the ball, there was an opponent breathing down his neck. Passing lanes disappeared instantly. The midfield shifted as a unit, and Chelsea's attack? It was forced sideways, backwards, anywhere but forward. And that's where the issue becomes clear. In moments like this, the system absolutely demands a central center back, a defender who can break open those compact blocks with brave, vertical passes. Without it, Chelsea's build-up stalls. And against Palace, Chelsea simply didn't have that weapon. Now, to be fair, there were bright spots. Pong, playing in this role for the very first time, impressed many people. His calmness on the ball, his ability to hold off Jean-Philippe Matita, one of the strongest strikers in the league, was remarkable for someone so inexperienced. He carried the ball forward confidently, and in individual duels, he showed a maturity far beyond his years. This performance suggested he's destined for big things in a Chelsea shirt. But one good display doesn't erase the structural issue. Chelsea badly missed Levi Colwill. Colwill has that rare ability to break opposition lines with precise diagonals or progressive passes through midfield. He's comfortable under pressure, and his presence usually gives Chelsea a completely different dimension in possession. Without him, the build-up felt blunt. Maresca turned to Estevão and Chalobah at left center back, but that only highlighted the problem further. Being right-footed, Chalobah constantly shifted play back onto his stronger side, slowing down circulation and killing Chelsea's tempo. Quick switches to isolate wingers never came, and that meant players like Gittens were starved of the kind of service they thrive on. And Gittens himself struggled badly. He looked hesitant, often losing the ball and failing to commit defenders. There was no spark, no confidence. In sharp contrast, when Estevão came on, the difference was immediate. He was bold, direct, unafraid to take on his man. Within minutes, he created a big chance, showing the kind of daring Chelsea had been missing all game. But here's the cruel twist. Even when Chelsea did finally carve out opportunities, their finishing deserted them. Estevão had one. Andrey Santos had another. Both rushed their efforts, almost as if they were desperate to score their debut goals and become the match winner. Palace deserved credit for their compact shape, their discipline, their relentless pressing in midfield. But at the same time, Chelsea's issues were painfully clear. But the positive takeaway is that, despite all of these issues, Chelsea still created chances. Even against one of the most compact mid-blocks in the league, they found openings. That at least is encouraging. It shows the system. But until Maresca solves the CCB dilemma, Chelsea will continue to struggle in games like this. Chelsea's struggles against Palace showed exactly why the club's transfer targets matter. The question is, how can players like Alejandro Garnacho and Xavi Simons actually help Maresca fix this problem? Garnacho brings raw pace, fearless 1v1 dribbling, and that chaos factor Chelsea missed when Gittens hesitated on the ball. He pins defenders back and creates space where none exists. Simons, meanwhile, is the connector. He slips between lines, links midfield to attack, and finds killer passes. This removes the over-reliance on Cole Palmer. Put them together, and suddenly Maresca has weapons to punish mid-blocks like Palace's. Garnacho stretching defenses, Simons threading killer passes, and Chelsea looking far less predictable. If you like this video, hit subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments about the Levi Colwill issue. Should Chelsea go to the market for a CCB? Or do you think Xavi Simons and Garnacho should be bought?